Hey YouTube, this is Chad. This is my first video and today is October 1st, so I wanted to get you in the mood for Halloween. So I've picked out some of my favorite horror movie soundtracks. These are all compilations with heavy metal and rock bands. So let's begin. First thing, Black Roses. This record was released on Metal Blade / Enigma in 1988. It features some tracks by Lizzie Borden, Bang Tango, and the band Black Roses, which I believe was just a studio project. Check out the song Soldiers of the Night by Black Roses. That's the best song on here. Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. This was actually just released on vinyl for the first time this year by Real Gone Music, and this featured some killer tracks by Ministry, Pantera, Melvins, Rollins Band, etc. Really great compilation. I suggest you check it out. Dario Argento's Demons. This was released in Japan, as evidenced by the Obi strip. This features tracks by Pretty Maids. This one is probably my favorite soundtrack. Fright Night. This is a classic 80s movie, 1985. This features the title track by Jay Giles Band, a song by Devo, Sparks. You really just can't go wrong. This is makes me happy. I listen to it a lot. I probably have at least 5 different versions. This is the Japanese version. Check it out. This one is a rather obscure title, but some of you might have seen it. It's a Vincent Price movie compilation. It's actually pretty hard to find on vinyl. I recently just picked this up after searching for it for a few years at a good price. The Monster Club. And this is mostly some new wave and some punk bands. The track by a band called The Viewers, Monsters Roll Okay. It's extremely catchy, so I would suggest if you ever see this to don't hesitate and pick it up. It hasn't been reissued up to this point, so look for it. What would be a horror movie soundtrack video unless I suggested to you Dokken, Dream Warriors. This was featured in my favorite Nightmare on Elm Street film, number 3. I also have another Nightmare on Elm Street video here. Nightmare on Elm Street number 5, which is the Dream Child. It features Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, his solo project, Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter, which is a great song. Also features some weird 80s rap, Kool Moe Dee, Houdini, Schoolie D, as well as a track from Wasp. Here's another Dario Argento produced or movie. It's Phenomena, and this soundtrack features also Iron Maiden, Goblin, Alien, Andy Sex Gang, and some tracks from Claudio Simonetti and Simon Boswell. This is the Japanese version, as evidenced by the Obi strip. The Italian version that I have here actually has an additional track from Motorhead, which isn't on the Japanese version. Check it out. This is probably my favorite cover that I have here. This is Battalion, which is Return of the Living Dead. You've probably seen this around Here's a recent reissue. This features classic punk, such as the Cramps, TSOL. I love the Flesh Eater song. Of course, Rocky Erickson, everybody knows. The Damned, SSQ, which is Stacy Q. I probably have at least 4 different copies of this soundtrack. I would suggest this to anybody that wants to get into horror movie soundtracks. This is a great start, very catchy. Another one of my favorite soundtracks, one of my favorite movies. This is Trick or Treat, and this soundtrack is by the band Fastway, which features Fast Eddie Clarke, previously of Motorhead. All of these songs rip. The movie is great. It also features Ozzy and Gene Simmons, and the guy from, what was his name, from Family Ties. It was released in 1986. I've seen probably 5 or 10 different versions of this, but they're all the same. So there you go. Here's a kind of a bonus one I was going to leave out, but this is Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk Till Dawn. This is more of a rock, blues kind of soundtrack compilation. It features ZZ Top, Juliette Lewis, Cheech Marin, and some other stuff on here, Stevie Ray Vaughan. This was a reissue done by Brookville Records for Record Store Day, I believe. It came out a little late. Features some cool artwork, some splattered vinyl. So it's a little pricey, but it's definitely a fun record to listen to. Okay, I think that was all I had to show you. I'm a big soundtrack collector. I probably have over 700 soundtracks alone. Maybe one less now. But I plan on doing some additional videos this month. One will be horror movie scores, and I have some other thoughts on some soundtracks, some biker soundtrack, porno soundtracks, and we'll see what else I can pull out. I'm definitely into a wide range of genres. I listen to a lot of krautrock, definitely a lot of 90s. I love checking out some of your videos, and I thought maybe I should try to make my own, because I am a hermit, so hopefully this will help me connect with some people. I really enjoy collecting records, and I've been collecting probably for over 20 years or 25 years, so if you have any suggestions for this video, leave some comments. I'd be glad to answer. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.